Ministry of Finance Incorporated.
Akintola Williams Deloitte has been the Bank of Industry's external auditors for over 10 years, and it's time to say goodbye, at least for now. And thus, new auditors are being appointed.
The board recommends the appointment of Mrs. KPMG to serve as auditors to the bank for the financial year 2018. Mrs. Deloitte, Chartered Accountants, having served the bank for over 10 years and in accordance with the Corporate Governance Code, are not being recommended for reappointment. So we are recommending the appointment of new auditors, KPMG professional. I propose that Mrs. KPMG be appointed as external auditors for the bank for the financial year 2018. Any shareholder to second this?
I, B.D. Kwan, presenting Ministry of Finance Incorporated, move the motion.
I, Alice Carroll, representing the Central Bank of Nigeria, second the motion.
Thank you very much. So I now put the motion to the shareholders. Will all those who are in favor of this motion signify by raising their hands, please? Thank you very much. The motion has been carried.
With the major resolutions reached, the curtain is drawn on the Bank of Industry's 58th Annual General Meeting. But is this veteran shareholder comfortable with the bank's performance?
Very comfortable. I'm very happy. Bank of Industry, they don't pay any good dividend like commercial banks. But if you are ready, it's a prestigious shares. Actually, it's just about some 10 years ago they started paying dividend. So, if you want to have patience, you want to keep your money sleeping, then it's all right. But that is a prestige. We are doing things for our country to encourage people, because through that kind of encouragement, the Bank of Industry promoting small, light industry, which is, we're happy.
The Managing Director of the Bank of Industry, Mr. Olukayode Kwiton, speaks about the bank's impressive performance in the last year and the factors responsible for it.
Generally, the payment of our loans has been very good. If you look at our annual report, non-performing loans are less than 5%. But there are many reasons that are responsible for that. One, we give out more loans in the industrial sector. Most of those loans were secured by bank guarantees. In the SME space, repayment is generally not as good as in large enterprises. So we are working closely with Central Bank of Nigeria, with the Ministry of Finance, and our own ministry also, to ensure that we put something in place that can be like a guarantee or an insurance, so we can reduce the risk in that space, so we can encourage more banks to lend. Well, for 2017, a lot of things assisted us in achieving the type of result that we saw today. First of all, we looked at our cost. We cut a lot of costs. We lent out more than we did in 2016. We're able to attract more funding in 2017. And if, of course, we have more funding and you lend more, you will make more money.
The MD also speaks about the outlook for the year 2018 and other sectors they are looking to extend support.
The outlook for 2018 is very good. Like one of you said, when I resumed, I said we'll try and raise more money. Most of 2017, I was very active, going around trying to raise money. Unknown to a lot of people, we launched out to raise $500 million, single facilities for Bank of Industry. We have just completed that. It was oversubscribed, and rather than $500 million, we were able to raise about $750 million. So you're going to see that we're going to be more active this year. My target is at the bank. We should be lending on the average, at least to bridge the gap, about $700 billion that we have identified in the funding for industrial sector. So this year, and last year also, we were able to get the $200 million Nigerian Content Development Board So in the last 1 year I've been MD CEO of Bank of Industry, we have raised roughly about $1 billion. And this year will be a good year for us. Yes, we are looking more into the IT space. We think we should support that area. So either manufacturing or we're looking at the hubs to encourage the youth. So we'll play a bit more in the IT space in 2018.
With the Bank of Industry, there are always businesses to support, regardless of their scale of operation, whether micro, small, medium or large enterprise. Now come with us as we visit Usman Ali Usaifa, a poultry farmer who operates from Dorawa village in Nasarawa State, where the Bank of Industry's support through the Youth Entrepreneurship Support Scheme, YESP, found him.
So when we started, it was basically a small poultry farm. We started with about 300 beds. So when I thought about it, I went to pitch the idea to my wife. I'm like, look, this thing, I think I see opportunity in it. And so she bought the idea. And I had 2 other directors, and then I spoke to them as well. And they're like, okay, fine, we believe you can do this. So we'd support you. And that was when we bought the place. We came looking for this place here. We got the location in 2014, and then we started construction immediately. So we actually started operations in March of 2015. We started with small poultry. Actually, we started with 350 beds. But soon again, we begin to see more opportunities in the agribusiness sector, and then we moved to becoming an integrated farm where we have both layers and broilers, and then we have rabbits as well as snail and then fish.
At what point did the Bank of Industry come into the picture?
It was 2016, I think, in March, when the Bank of Industry actually advertised for the YESP, BoI YESP. That's, I think it's Young Entrepreneurship Scheme. And so we all applied. I think about 30,000 young people applied, and they ended up selecting about 5,000 people. We went on to do the in-class training, and I don't remember, I think about 3,000 people were finally selected for the first cohort. So that was when the Bank of Industry came in for us.
In what ways has the Bank of Industry's support to your business made things better for you?
Well, I would say in many ways. The reason why I joined the BoI YESP project was because I had a lot of big dreams, and I knew that the YES program was going to be a helper for me, an enabler, and a tripod. I think that I have gotten a good leap. I would say maybe a year or 2 ahead. However, it's not like we are not with a lot of other challenges. I'll give you a simple example. For instance, when we did the processing with the BoI, our initial cost came to about 3.8 million, which include the transformer, the feed mill, as well as 1,500 beds. However, by the time the whole process was concluded by the Bank of Industry and disbursement was made, we fell short of about 2 million naira. So most of that money had to come out from my pocket. This is a challenge we're dealing with. I am sure that as soon as we're able to reach that milestone that we have anticipated, hopefully we'll be able to actually grow big.
You're far away from the city center. This is Nasarawa State. How do you ensure that people know that this farm is here, and do you get the chickens to them or the eggs to them, or do they come here to buy? Who are your off-takers and where are they?
Okay, so we have our customers are fairly diverse. We use a lot of marketing strategy. Especially we use the social media. Also we get our customers through word of mouth and other customers advertising for us. Yes, we do supply. We actually deliver both the chicken and the eggs to customers right inside the heart of Abuja, Metropolis, and even in some of the markets like Muye market and Garki market. But also we have a lot of customers here in Kefi both those who buy the eggs as well as the poultry, broiler chickens.
Would you advise someone else who wants to do what you're doing to come to the Bank of Industry?
Oh yes, I would tell everybody to come to the Bank of Industry. I know that on average, if you want to get money to do your business in Nigeria, depending on who you're talking to, what financial institution you're talking to, it costs between, as they say, 27%, but I say even sometimes up to 40%. But with the Bank of Industry, you can be rest assured that you get it for about 9%. Not just that, also they are magnanimous enough to give you a moratoria period of up to 6 months. And I think that's very beautiful. It gives you time to be able to start up your business and run properly.